But the other call that's being sort of really, noticed in the market today is on real estate. And this is a view that's coming in from Morgan Stanley. We have Sudarshan joining in. It's a detailed, I think, note talking about where we are in the real estate cycle and whether there's more upside still left on the stocks. Sudarshan, fill us in.
So there is an interesting note for Morgan Stanley on real estate sector. While it remains optimistic on the sector, but it says investor interest in the sector has waned what it was 6 months ago. First, talk about the luxury segment. It says developers are launch dependent, but valuations are stretched at the current levels, and it believes pre-sales outlook for DLF, Oberoi and Prestige Estates could be slower in the coming days as these companies depend on launches and the majority of which are in the luxury segment. Now, what it finds that most of the investors are now more interested in the smaller company. It says investors are looking at smaller developers like Sensu Textiles and so on developers, and these companies may benefit from cheaper valuations and higher sales growth. Lastly, it prefers retail over the office space. It says investors agree on its preference for the retail over office at this stage of this cycle in the real estate sector, but key questions are whether current ROIC and earnings growth of 15% can be maintained. Few investors favor Nexus or Phoenix on valuations, and it says Nexus could gain investor recognition if it demonstrates DPU growth. What is DPU? DPU is distribution per unit. Lastly, amongst preferred picks, it says its preferred pick is Godrej Properties but there are concerns, and there are concerns related to lower margin and the cash flow. So there is a detailed note on the real estate sector for Morgan Stanley.
Thank you very much for that. I want